Most men who struggle with premature ejaculation waste years on quick fixes like Kegels, numbing creams, or SSRIs that never solve the real problem. That's because they ignore the 5 critical steps your body actually needs to gain full control in the bedroom. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that I used to cure premature ejaculation for myself, and the same method that's now helped over 350 men do the same. One key part of this system has even been clinically proven to be nearly 100% effective in helping men last longer in bed. And it doesn't matter whether you've dealt with PE your entire life or developed it later on. This can be fixed. So let's break down exactly why this system works and how you can start using it today to cure your premature ejaculation forever. Quick introduction, my name is Alex Grendy. I'm a men's sex coach and the founder of Superior Lovers. If you want to learn more or get direct support from me, click the link below in the description or go directly to alexgrendy.com. Now let's get back to this video. So why don't the usual treatments like Kegels, numbing creams, or SSRIs actually cure premature ejaculation? It's because they all target the symptoms, not the root cause. Kegels strengthen your pelvic floor, and creams numb the sensation in your penis, and SSRIs attempt to alter your brain chemistry. But none of them help you regulate your nervous system so you can actually feel safe and in control during sexual arousal. And that's the real problem here. Because if your nervous system has learned to associate sex with anxiety and fear, then even the smallest bit of stimulation can push you over the edge fast. Think about it. How could clenching a muscle or numbing your body or taking a pill ever teach you how to feel calm and confident during sex? They can't. That's why until you retrain your body to stay calm during sexual arousal, nothing else will work. And this leads us to step 1. So how do you rewire your nervous system to last longer in bed? Well, most men never realize this, but it actually starts outside the bedroom, not in it. And if you're a high achiever or a business owner or professional who's constantly stressed and under pressure, your nervous system might be stuck in an ejaculatory state without you even knowing it. That's why your penis feels overly sensitive and on the edge of ejaculation during intimacy, because your body is dying for a release before sex even starts. So how do you change that? Well, you need to learn how to regulate your stress with belly breathing. Inhale through your nose and feel your belly fill with air, and then exhale out the mouth with a slight sigh and let your belly fall. That sigh is key, and it sends a signal to your brain that it's okay to relax. Pausing for even 5 of these belly breaths during times of stress can calm your entire nervous system and reduce your baseline stress level. And once you've started regulating your nervous system in your daily life, the next step is learning how to stay connected to your body during arousal. And for most men, that's a real challenge. After years of masturbating to porn with the sole purpose of getting off as fast as possible, your body learns that pleasure equals ejaculation. And porn isn't just stimulating. It's the most sexually arousing content on the planet. It overwhelms your nervous system and floods your body with sexual energy fast. But here's the problem. That energy gets stuck in your genitals and it builds pressure and it pushes you towards ejaculation before you're even ready for it. Now, the good news is you can completely reprogram this with body mapping. Body mapping is a way for you to connect to your body and breath without porn, without genital stimulation, and without the goal of ejaculation. It allows you to move your sexual energy throughout your entire body and to feel a kind of pleasure you may have never felt before. But most importantly, it teaches your nervous system a new association, that pleasure equals safety. And once your body learns that, you're ready to explore ejaculation control with step 3 right here. Most men make the mistake of starting penetrative sex when they're already at 95% right on the edge of ejaculation. And then they try to use breathing techniques or squeeze their PC muscle or think about something else. But by that point, it's already too late. That's because most men don't actually know their own arousal. They don't know the difference between 60% and 80%, and they don't know where their point of no return actually is until they've already passed it. But you can easily learn this by implementing edging. Edging is the practice of stimulating yourself close to the point right before ejaculation, then pausing, taking a few breaths, and letting your arousal fall and repeating the process. It teaches you exactly how your arousal builds, what it feels like in your body, and how to stay calm and in control. And this isn't just theory. Back in 1970, sex researchers Masters and Johnson found edging to be nearly 100% effective in helping men overcome premature ejaculation. But the key is consistency. When you edge regularly, your nervous system starts to relax. You stop seeing arousal as something dangerous and uncontrollable, and you start building real trust in your body. You know your limits, you know how to back off, and you know how to stay right in that sweet spot for as long as you want. That's what real control feels like. But if you want to be able to integrate all of this during sex with a partner, then you need to know this next step right here. Most men who struggle with premature ejaculation try to overcompensate by putting all of their focus on her pleasure. So you try to match her pace and you skip over foreplay for you, or you go along with penetration whenever she wants it, even if you're not ready. And you don't speak up because you're afraid of ruining the moment. But in doing so, you're almost guaranteeing to have a premature ejaculation. And if you want to break that pattern and start having control during sex, then you need to share your wants and needs. Maybe that means you want to slow things down, or change the type of touch or position, or say no to something that doesn't feel safe for you. You have to honor yourself. Because the moment you start owning your desires, you stop performing and you start leading. And that's when sex becomes the deeply connected experience your partner deserves, not a test to try and pass. Now, there's still one last piece that keeps men stuck, even when they're doing everything else right. And step 5 is what finally releases it. The truth is, up to 30 to 50% of men experience premature ejaculation at some point in their lives. So it's actually really common. But most men carry so much shame and guilt around it that over 90% of us won't even tell our doctor that we're struggling with PE. So we suffer in silence, and every time it happens again, we beat ourselves up. And you judge yourself so harshly and say things in your own head that you'd never say to someone else. But the more pressure you put on yourself, the more you guarantee it's going to happen again. And the key here is you need to stop judging yourself. There's a perfectly good reason as to why you're experiencing premature ejaculation, especially with all the pressure we've been exposed to as men in porn, movies, and social media. We've been conditioned to believe that we're supposed to be amazing in bed right from the start. And that creates an insane amount of performance anxiety, which is pretty unfair considering no one ever teaches us how to do it. And trying to fix it all on your own in secret is really difficult. I know because I struggled with premature ejaculation and performance anxiety for over 15 years. And trying to fix it on my own took a serious toll on my mental health and my relationships. But once I finally got the right support and a community of men who were going through the exact same challenges as me, that's when everything changed. I went from not lasting 1 minute to being able to last over 20 minutes plus. And since then, I've helped over 350 men do the exact same. Now, if you want my help applying this step by step so you can overcome premature ejaculation for life, click the link below in the description or go directly to alexgrendy.com. Or check out this next video right here on how you can cure your premature ejaculation after 30 and start having the best sex of your life.